is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Hello, good evening. It's Friday night, and it's 9 o'clock p.m. here in Los Angeles. And if you are, or in the Pacific, now if you are watching us from the Philippines, it is exactly 12 noon Philippine time. So magandang tanghali po sa inyo. And if
it's exactly 9 p.m. And then if you are watching it, the rest of the world, it is whatever time it is in your time zone. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And I really wish that you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Before we go on, just to let you know, live na live po kami ngayon on PHLB Radio Facebook page. Also, if you are not subscribed yet on PHLB Radio YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Like, share, and subscribe. And if you have Alexa equipment, you could just say, Alexa, play PHLB Radio. And if you have Amazon Fire TV, what you do is you just log in and then look for PHLB Radio. And then those people who are watching us or hearing us through live streaming, we are available on all podcast platforms, namely Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, at hold on, they said I'm muted. Okay, podcasts and iHeartRadio, as well as Spotify. And those people who texted me and texted and emailed and PM asking where they could find us or the other channels or the other shows of PHLB Radio, no problem at all. Wala pong problema. You could always log in to our website, which is www.phlbradio.com, or you could easily go to our Facebook page and PHLB Radio YouTube channel, because all the guests, all the shows, all the things that took place today and yesterday and the other days, it's already part of the playlist of PHLB Radio. So yun po. Now, this is an exciting time because I have a very lovely guest, and we are so honored that she said yes, in spite of her hectic schedule. And it took us a while to put her on our guest list, but I'm so glad. And without much further ado, I will introduce to you the singer, the songwriter, none other than Tiffany Torres. Hi, Tiffany. How are you?
Hi, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. I hope you're all doing very, very well.
Tiffany is, it's so interesting because I met the mother and the father first.
Yeah.
And then we got to talk, and then she was telling me, her mom is Loida. She was telling me about her kids. So it's Rainer, and then, of course, Tiffany. And then, of course, I was telling her about my background as well. I said, oh, do you know my daughter sings? I said, really? And then they went and had dinner at the restaurant that I co-own. And then I got to meet her. And then, of course, right after dinner, I have to kind of ask her, and then, can you play the piano? It's not really a audio test or anything. And I was amazed. I mean, I said, you really need to guest on the show, because the show was created to introduce people, or reintroduce and to discover people across the globe, as well as to introduce you, people like you, and the talent that you have, because we are a nation of talents. And I think people should hear you, and then the world should hear about you. And that's why I insisted to guest you. But before we continue, hello to oh my God, there's so many people watching already. Alexander Francisco is watching. Hello. Gingerberry Purple. Hi, Jing. She's watching from Reno, Nevada. And those people, just say hello and we'll do a shout out for you. Okay, Tiffany, here we go.
Hi.
Okay, firstly, talk to us about your childhood. Was it nice? Were you one of those makulit person? How was it? Were you a tame person? I would like to know more about how Tiffany is as a child.
Wow, that's a very interesting question. But I wouldn't definitely describe me as a tame child. My dad called me as a kid. He called me Miss Kalat. So hi pa. Everyone now knows. But because he always said na para akong tornado na pag dumaan ako, gumugulo yung lahat ng bagay because I was that makulit. So, yeah, I was a very playful child. And then, yun, as a kid also, that's when I found out that I had a knack for music. And my parents were very supportive. So, it was a very fun musical childhood. They enrolled me in singing lessons. So, I got to learn more about singing through that. And, yeah, I think I got to do a lot of stage musicals from my school in elementary. So I was really surrounded with a lot of music as a kid. So I think that's where it stemmed from, the love of music.
Now, among your parents, though, who would you say that you inherited this gift of musicality? Or was it Dad?
Well, if you ask either of them, they'd say it's one or the other. Yeah.
Now,
but neither of my parents sing. But both side of my families, like, people would sing. So I think both. So both my mom and my dad still.
Okay. Would you say? Is it safe to say you're a mom? Are you a daddy's girl or a mommy's girl?
Oh wow! I think growing up, I was really close. I think I was close to both of them kasi, like my mom would teach me a lot of things, but my dad would also teach me like how to do sports. He taught me how to play chess. He also taught me a lot of math because my dad is an engineer. So like, yeah, I think I was really close to both of them growing up, but I think I had a bit of a daddy's girl when I was, kasi mas hindi mas strict yung dad ko. So mas malapit ako sa kanya.
Ang disciplinarian, si Mami.
Yeah, very.
Okay. Johan, let's show the first picture we have.
Oh my God, you have a photo?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's a surprise.
We're gonna show you, we're showing you Mom and Dad.
Okay.
How are they as parents? I'll put you on the spot. There's your mom and your dad. I think this was taken in San Francisco. Or maybe in Europe.
I think they were in Europe, yeah. But they were very supportive. When they found out na, ayun nga, I like singing, they enrolled me in singing lessons. And whenever, for example, a few years back, I said na I wanted to like try out auditioning for some schools in New York. They were very supportive of that. They helped me get to New York, things like that. So my parents are very supportive ever since of my love for music. They also bought me my first piano. They bought me my first guitar. So those type of things. So yeah, they're very supportive of my love of music.
Okay, and let's before we continue, there's some friends of yours. Josh, go like this. Ha ha ha. And then Tels Manalastas. Hi, watching from California. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Tels. Bianca Almendares. Hello.
Oh, hi,
po,
Bianca.
Big funny you ako, Miss Tiffany. Here we go. And then Yoli Luber. Yoli watching from Elk Grove, California. Oh, you have so many people from friends and family in California. And then Tess Malasas. Hi, Josh. Tess watching from Vacaville, California. Hi. Oh my God, they're everywhere now. And then Nikkei Lacanias. Hi po. Hello, everybody. Happy watching. Keep watching because we're gonna know more about Tiffany, and hopefully we will get more personal as we move on. So before we go to part 2, Johan, let's show another picture or the series of pictures I send you. And then so Tiffany can describe them.
Oh my gosh, I'm scared. What are these photos?
This is also a prize for. See, we do our research, Tiff. So here we go. This was taken in Hong Kong. I think it's Hong Kong Disneyland with your family. and that's Dad Renee, Mom Loida. Look at you with your jet black hair.
Yeah.
And your older brother Rainer. Talk to us about Rainer. Is he a cool brother? Is he one of those that not too cool and too meddle in your business? How is he as a brother? Well, I met him personally too.
Yeah.
And he's cool.
Well,
Yeah,
I know my kuya is watching, so I can't say anything bad. I'm just kidding. But hi, kuya. I think him and Kay are watching. But as kids, I think it was very normal naman for kids to fight. So me and my brother fought a lot as a kid. But my kuya kasi, he was the first one who learned how to play the guitar. But our dad knows how to play, and then my kuya learned. Tapos he didn't know na when I was a kid I would play his guitar. Sorry, kuya. Hindi ko naman siya nasira. But yeah, he was a very musical brother too. But now he doesn't play anymore. I also learned a lot of like parang Marvel things like anime. He was that type of brother. So like Pokemon, he watched a lot of that as a kid. So I found out about those things through him. So yeah.
And then let's do an advance congratulations to Rainer and Kate for getting married sometime in June. So this is going to be a June big wedding for the family. That's so exciting. So congratulations for the both of you. Yeah. So you're going to have another ate now. You have a
yeah, I've always wanted to have one, so it's really fun to finally have one.
An answered prayer. And I met your soon-to-be sister-in-law, and she's really a very nice person at that. Okay, before we continue, I know a lot of people are really dying to hear your music, and then you have prepared some performances for us. So to cut our first part, so because it gets harder and harder as far as we go along, and so I will give the floor to Tiffany, you give us an introduction. I know this is your own composition, right?
Yes.
You're going to be doing several own composition so we could really understand, and then we're going to ask her some questions. So what was the influence of this song? Why was it written? What was going into your mind? What was the thought process? Why you created this particular song? So the floor is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Tiffany Torres.
All right. So I guess to give a quick background on what this song is about. I wrote this, I was still in a relationship with someone, and it was about, the process of falling in love. And at the beginning of a relationship where it's really, really fun, you're just like, you can't wait to see each other all the time. And I actually stopped writing it, and then I finished it, we were no longer together. So the song eventually became sort of parang immortalizing a moment at the beginning of a relationship wherein you realize na even if at the end you don't work out together, parang you'll still have moments like this na you can't change. So yeah, this song is called Luna. I hope you guys like it. We stood on a vista where there would be sunset, and there was a future unsure of its conquest. The fallen districts was as loud as our hearts scared. They echoed the noises that was all in our head. But it was a night of chance and many stars, lying still amidst this many minds with some certain heart.
you leaned in and whispered, "This is life." There was you and I, and then the moon. There was the moon. Now we danced as the world stood still. All the while you were singing to me, even as your voice cracked with your tooth gap. This new life came that we didn't see, and while we knew everything changes, even the moon with its faces, but this night stays. Even if you and I fade, it was a night of dreams and plans and even stars. Evergarden, some jazz, morning coffee, some cats in our house on a hill. Brand new colors, all ours, none for the skies. And the manic went quiet when you told me you were happy, 'cause all that mattered was you and I. And then the moon. I don't wanna be alone in the night. If you won't stay, I don't wanna be alone in the night. If you won't stay.
Grabe! It's goosebump! Ano ba yan? Bakit napaka-sad naman yung song na yan?
It's
Grabe
fun to write sad songs.
I know, that's such a short song. But before we continue about that song, si
Alright.
Ira Recto. Hello po mga kababayan watching from Bacoor. Oh, by the way, people in the Philippines, it's a holiday right now. It's Araw ng Kagitingan. I guess
Yeah.
in English it's Independence Day, so wala pong pasok majority of the people. Sabi pa ni Sarah Kundi, ingat po kayo diyan palagi. Then Julianne Do or Do, go Tiff, sabi niya. This may be a friend of yours. Si Sarah, sabi niya ito, may pa-shoutout si Zaira Recto. Pabati naman po sa aking nanay na mahal ko. Sana makaipon ako, makauwi sa Sibuyan. Makakauwi din kami, nanay. I love you, nanay. Pepita Recto. Hello, Pepita Recto. Sammy Francisco is watching. Hello. Ingat po kayo diyan. Lahat ng mga kababayan ko. Sabi ni halatang halata si Syra is from Cavite. Talagang Tagalog na Tagalog. Edel. Sabi niya, nice boys. Sabi ni Edel is watching. Tapos, a lot of people giving you hearts. Si Yoli Luber. Awesome voice, Tiffany Torres. Sabi ni Tess Manalastas, you have such a lovely voice, Tiffany. Then Elaine Nuestro, go Tiff! Tapos giving you flowers. Si Tess Manalastas says, awesome, ganda sobra, sabi ni Julianne Do. And tapos Tiff, ano yun? Nambawan. Josh Yu, sabi niya, Tiff, Numbawan. I don't know what it is.
I think he means number one.
Number one. Halata talaga ang edad.
Okay lang yan.
Sorry, Josh, if I murder it. Anyway, Tiff, this particular song, was this a breakup song, or was this a after realizing that this paramour of yours is gone, and then it's like ang ganda nung if you guys, viewers and listeners, if you listen, sabi niya, as long as you're happy, it was you and me under the moon. Ganda, so poetic. So how do you compose that? Do you do the lyrics first, or the melody first, or do you write the poem first? What happened to this particular song? How do you compose?
Well, I always like to say I'm very intentional with my songwriting. So even like the chords, the key that the song is in, it has a meaning. But how I wrote this song was, I was very in love at the time. You know how you are when you're in a relationship, and it I don't categorize this as songs particularly as a breakup song. I think it's more of a love song to love. Wow, paka ano naman.
Wow, love song to love.
Yeah, but most songs that I write, I start with the melody. It's easier for me to put things within a structure of a certain melody already. Pero I'm the type of person kasi na minsan may naisip akong line, tas nasa phone ko lang siya. And then I just see if it works with the song and if it doesn't. Pero I usually start with the concept. Like, what's the whole concept of a song? And I've always been fascinated kasi with the concept of the moon, na parang wherever you are, like, wherever you two are in the world. So sabihin natin, someone is in Luzon, someone is in Mindanao, you're seeing the same moon. So I've always found that fascinating. That's why I wanted to incorporate that element in the song.
And it's really beautiful. Have you recorded it, or is it?
Yeah, it's available on Spotify. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Just search Tiffany Luna, it will come up.
So you use Tiffany Luna or Tiffany Torres, but the song is Luna.
Just Tiffany. For my music, I usually just use Tiffany. Because I feel like yun yung hip ngayon, yung like name lang. That's why I just decided.
But you got to remember, during my time, there's another Tiffany. And then that's why when you say Tiffany, oh yeah, there's a singer named Tiffany. So so people who are listening and viewing this one, you could always download it on Spotify, and just like what Tiffany said, Tiffany Luna.
Yeah.
Luna is the name of the song. It's a beautiful, well-written song, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's so cool. Oh, tapos sabi, oh, see, I guess this is Josh Ricardo. JSH Ricardo.
Yeah.
Now with your song, Tiffany. Oh, sigurado ka, song lang. Clark Trinidad. Go, Tiffany Torres. Okay,
those are all my friends. Hi, guys.
Yeah, so thank you for the support, and thank you for watching Tiffany. But we're gonna ask more questions about her. So now you said you write you do the melody first, and then you do the song. Who are your influences?
Ooh, that's
as a songwriter, as a singer.
Well, to be honest, I really learned a lot of wrong songwriting things from Taylor Swift. I feel like if I don't mention her at the upfront, people will say, "Why didn't you mention her?" Because a lot of my friends know that, and I learned the guitar, and then it just went from there. I also, right now, I'm really enjoying the music of Phoebe Bridgers. I'm enjoying Dijon. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but I think I'm also highly influenced by Ben Howard, the Paper Kites, those artists. Those are some of artists that I've really been leaning into so far recently. Yeah.
Now, as far as your songwriting, though, you mentioned earlier that you go into thematic kind of songwriting. How does it work? Because I want to get into the psyche of the songwriting. I mean, do you have to be in a certain zone? Do you have to be in the right frame of mind? Or out of the blue, you wake up and you start writing some stuff in there? How does it work? Because no two songs are alike, in my opinion.
Agree.
I mean, there might be some chords that are almost the same, but in totality, they're really night and day.
I agree. In terms of, do I have to be in a certain zone? Before, yes. But now, it's sort of become, I have to tell myself, you're gonna write today. Kasi I can't let inspiration come. I have to set time for it. Because I've found out throughout the years na if inspiration won't come if you don't work for it. Does that make sense?
Right.
So I've set aside time to write. I don't need to wait to be in a certain headspace. As long as I have my guitar, I can pretty much get into the zone as long as I have my guitar. So yeah.
Okay, you talk about your past. You were in love at the time when you wrote Luna. So
Yeah.
okay, are you kind of open to your family though when it comes to relationship?
It's fine. I know my parents are watching, so I can't really do anything about it, but it's fine. I can talk about it.
So, are you in relationship right now? A lot of my friends here in the States are texting me on the side. They say, "Is she available?"
I'm not either. I am seeing some people, but I wouldn't say it's a relationship. But yeah, I at the moment I'm
You're
not.
dating.
I am
You're
dating. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I'm dating.
Are you pretty open? Meaning, are you open to still meet people? LDR, long distance relationship, if ever?
I think at the
Hey,
moment I'm not.
you're questioning me.
I think at the moment I'm not. I think I'm pretty happy with where I am currently in life, and I'm not sure if I'm up to change that anytime soon. So yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
pretty,
those
yeah.
people who keep texting me, there's always tomorrow. Now,
Yeah.
what as far as dreams, what are your dreams? Ano bang dreams ni Tiffany? Do you still have aspirations that you want to accomplish?
Well, for sure, I feel like hindi naman nawawala yun. But in terms of specific dreams, I think hindi na mawawala yung music dun for sure. I just want to do something music related as I go on in life, whether that's on the sidelines, whether it's a main thing that I'm doing, as long as there's music. I've also really been a big fan of musical theater as a kid, so if that's something I can explore further down the road, that's something I'd really be very happy to explore. But I've become the type of person na kasi na parang I don't think about the future that much. I'm more of someone na I guess I'll live now. I'll think mga 6 months in advance, mga 1 year in advance. Pero I don't think far ahead na like 5 to 10 years. I don't think that far ahead at the moment. But yeah.
Yeah, so where were you hiding all this time?
Well, to be honest, there was also a good chunk in my life na parang I fell out of love with music. I don't remember the exact reason why, but I think it was in the time between high school, then like my earlier years in college, and then later in college na lang ulit ako, I picked up the guitar, I learned how to play it, I learned how to play the piano for real. Because even if I had a guitar and a piano as a kid, I didn't know how to play. So I just learned it. I taught myself how to do it like later in college, and yun, I fell back in love with music, and here we are now.
Yeah, because the reason why I asked why you're hiding, you have so many talents. You're oozing with talent. Especially you could cross over to stage because you've done musicals, and there's so many opportunities now. And I think I send you. I hope you did that. The Miss Saigon audition. I hope you did that. That ended.
Oh, I've missed it, but I'm so I'll do another one.
Yeah. Well, there's always gonna be other opportunities, but I think. This is a good start because they need. You're very articulate. Not only you have a very good command of the language, as well as you write really well. And these songs.
Thank you.
These are songs that especially your talent really needs to be seen and be heard. So I would love to see you on stage. And have you done any repertory Philippines?
No, I did do PETA once. I did a workshop with them back in, I think it was 2019 pa. It was it was a bit a while ago, but...
How about stages with Carlo Orosa and
no, none yet. I've usually just ever done like independent gigs where I just do it independently, like as myself.
That you're open to that. I'll introduce you. Carlo
Definitely.
is a very, very good friend, and they handle stages. I'll introduce you because they're traveling right now because of Marisette's US tour. So when he comes back, I'll definitely introduce you to stages. I think it's time. It's time
Wow.
it's time. And then of course you do your thing, and I think they would love you. Okay?
Thank
So
you.
that
I'd love
that is a
that too.
promise that I'll do for you.
All
Now,
right.
ano yung mga kinakatakutan or what are your fears? May fears ba? Fearless ba si Tiffany?
I'm definitely not fearless. This is such a specific niche of fear. Well, obviously, I think I fear the usual things like fear failure, things like that. But I have a very specific fear of chickens. Is that the answer you
The
wanted?
real, like chicken like the chicken that we eat?
Chicken, like, pagbuhay sila.
Oh my God, why? Now,
I-
this is
the-
one of the interesting answer I ever heard since I started the show. Why
Because
chicken?
I feel like,
Normally eat it, normally ahas.
really,
steak.
I don't
this
mind.
Is the first time I've heard of chicken.
I don't mind ipis as long as hindi siya lilipad. And like snakes, like I don't think I'll freak out that much if I see one. Pero yeah, chickens. Actually, birds in particular. So I don't like chickens. I don't like pugo or like peacock. Like when you see them in the zoo, I get so scared.
What was the reason behind that?
I just natakot ako dun sa beak nila.
Sa
I find it so scary. Like I feel like they're gonna like do that to me.
Bite
Yeah.
or something. How cool. Now, before we continue, let's oh wow. So, ang gaganda ng mga comment ng mga to. And some of them you don't even know. Sabi ni
wow.
Cyrus, right, ang galing ninyo po kumanta, ma'am. Tapos, si Ednel, a song, I guess Luna is a song that reaches one's heart. Wow. Sabi naman ni Alona Cornejo, gave you so many hearts. Emil in Doc Silk Cruz is watching from Florida. Hi, Emil. And then Yoli Luber, sabi niya, thank you for featuring Tiffany and sharing her talents with us.
Yeah, that's my tita. Hi, Tita Yoli.
Hi, Tita Yoli. How are you? Sige. You never know. She, like what I said, she has so much talent that should not be kept in her room or the four corners of her room. I think she needs to be heard. She needs to be seen, and that's my honest opinion. We'll do some putting people together. I don't want to say connection. I want people we'll connect them. That's
Okay.
what I promised her. I'll connect one and one together, so you never know what will come out of that. So before we
sure.
continue, people are so excited because you gave such a wonderful, beautiful song of Luna. So what is the next song? So ladies and gentlemen, I will give you the floor to our special guest, Tiffany Torres. Go ahead, Tiffany.
So this next song is a cover. It's gonna be the only Tagalog song in my set for today. I've always been a very big fan of this group. And I really love this song because I feel like it represents like the feeling of falling in love, the fear of it, everything you feel in a very beautiful way. I find this song very poetic. This is Tadhana by Up Dharma Down. So yeah.
Sa hindi inaasahang pagtatagpo ng mga mundo, may minsan lang na nagdugtong, damang-dama na ang ugong ito. Di pa ba sapat ang sakit at lahat na hindi ko ipararanas sa'yo? Ibinubunyag ka ng iyong matang, sinisigaw ang pagsinta, pati papatulan ang pagsuyong nagkulang, tayong umaasat, hilag at kanluran. sagip sa'yo. Saan nga ba patungo? Nakaya bakit na hihiwagaan na ang bagyo ng tadhana ay dinadala ko sa init ng bisig mo. Ba't di pa sabihin ang hindi mo maamin? Ipauubaya na lang ba to sa hangin? Wag mong ikatakot ang bulong ng damdamin mo. Naririto ako't nakikinig sa'yo. Thank you.
Grabe. Sabi nga ni I will echo the comment of Bianca Almendares. Grabe naman yun, Tia.
Love you, Bianca. Hello.
Now, when you interpret other people's song, because as a songwriter, is that difficult? Because you're a songwriter, and then of course you're singing other person's music. I mean, how is there a difference being a singer and a composer and to interpret someone's or to do a cover of someone's song?
I think for me personally, I just really go with how I feel with the song. Kasi diba, at the very forefront of music, you have to feel something about it. That's the main goal of music. You have to feel something about it. And I feel na yung gut feeling mo the first time you hear the song, that's usually what the song means to you. And then when you read the music, it will resonate. Like, feeling ko, even if yung songwriter, iba yung mini-mean niya, it will resonate with you in your own way, eh. And you're able to interpret it in a way na gusto mo siyang makita. And I feel like you'll never be able to see it in a way na inintend ng songwriter mismo. Because at the end of the day, you're living two lives, you know? Pero I think from my end, it's very, like, what I feel, I'll go with it, and that's how I'll perform the song, like, in a way na naintindihan ko siya, if that makes sense.
And I was told, and I believe that all songwriters are good storytellers.
I feel like you have to be.
You have to be, no? And
Yeah.
even the singers should be able to tell the story. It's not the birit anymore. I mean, of course, the vocal calisthenics is there, but at the end of the day, when push comes to shove, what is most important is how you relate and tell the story. And I think you have accomplished excellently, Tiff.
Thank you so much. But yeah,
Now-
I feel. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think you really have to be a really good storyteller if you're like gonna become a songwriter. Kasi syempre, what story are you gonna tell if you're not a good storyteller? So, yeah.
Now, how would you think? How is Tiffany Torres when there's no one watching?
Oh wow. Well, what do you want to know? I usually, I just usually watch a lot of. I consume a lot of media in terms of like I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of TV shows. Those are my main, and also I read a lot of books, as you can see here. Yeah, that's really what I do the most if I'm not like working, because I do work during the weekdays, but most of the time that's what I spend doing. And also of course, like playing music and listening to music is part of it. So yeah.
Now, how would you think friends would describe you?
I
Who
think
is
first,
Tiffany Torres today?
wow, I think first they describe me as very loud because I'm a very loud person.
Really?
I think yeah. I think I'm very.
I thought you were very shy.
A lot of people would think that. I feel I'm very good at hiding that when people first meet me. But once you've gotten to know me, I'm very madaldal. Like I say a lot of stories. Like a lot of the things that I watch, I tell you what I think about it. I'm very madaldal. Like I like to have really good conversations with people. So
Okay, so you're loud. What else? Three things.
Oh, okay. Loud. I'm very bubbly. I get that a lot. If I'm not super
Bubbly.
shy, I'm very bubbly with people. A lot of the people that are close to me, they like to describe me as someone who's very caring. I feel like in a friend group, I would usually be the mom. Like, ako yung magsabi, oh yeah, like, when we have a trip, I would remind everyone, oh, magdala kayo ng ganyan. Don't forget to ganon. I'm like the mom of the group.
You're adoring. Well, I'll add one more now that I got to talk to you longer this time, not over dinner. I think you're deep. You're profound.
Wow.
So that I'll add. Because not a lot of people that I talk to at your age would have so much to say about life. And then I know you converse a lot through your songs. And even talking to you now, the words that you use, it's not the typical age bracket of yours.
Wow.
And that's really a good compliment. So I think you're deep and you're profound, and it would reflect so much on your music. So
Wow,
that's
thank you so
kudos to you.
much.
Kudos acted to your parents as well. Now, I know you graduated in 2016, right?
Yes, I did.
And you went to the Tamarao group. It's the
Yes.
Far Eastern University, and your college of your bachelor of, is it arts in literature?
Yes, that's correct.
What made you decide to take that? Who influenced you to do that?
I don't think I was influenced by anyone. Actually, when I entered college, I had a different course. Tapos, I was enrolled in a different course. Tapos, I told my parents, ayoko talaga nun. Like, so before, like, I think it was 1 week before I started college. Nag-shift ako to
So what
literature.
course was that? The original course?
It was initially HRM.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, those people. No offense, but Tiffany, I think you would not love it.
But yeah, and
Okay.
I
A week
convinced my
before.
parents na sabi ko I really want to do literature kasi as a kid I really like writing stories. Like I wouldn't even have anyone read it. It was mostly for me. I was writing a lot of stories like and when I found out na you can study it in college, I told my parents sabi ko, I really want to do that. I want to study how to like properly tell a story. And I feel like I really do attribute a lot of how I think, like how I write now to my course in college. It really helped me think differently. I feel like when I graduated literature, I used to see kasi the world as black and white. Na parang it was just black and white. And I realized that there was a lot of gray in it. So yeah, I think it really helped shape the way I think now. And it translates in different areas of my life, whether it's love, whether it's my relationship with my parents, or any relationship I have. Yeah.
Well, your friends though, do they see you kind of different in a way that you're deeper than most people of your age?
I don't think so. I think ano ba? I think my friends just really think na madaldal ako. No, I'm just kidding. I think the group of friends I have naman kasi we share the same values. We share the same way of how we think. So I feel like pag nag-uusap kami, like it's very similar, like how we express ourselves, things like that. So I feel like no naman. I feel like I don't think deeper than my friends. I feel like we all think the same way.
The people who were bugging me earlier to check whether you're single or texting me said, "Oh my God, she's so intelligent, katakot."
Wow. That's not true. Very nice.
Oh, and then your tita Yoli said, "Tiffany is very malambing."
Oh, that's true also. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, I'm very malambing. Like, specifically, my tita, kasi we visited them sa States, na parang, we were together kasi the whole time. Tapos merong one day na hindi kami nagkasama. Tapos we were texting, sabi niya, miss mo na ako daw. Sabi like, yeah, I miss you na. Like, when are we gonna see each other again? And like, dun kami na tumira sa kanila. So like, yeah, I'm very clingy and malambing to the people I'm very close to.
And then when we did our research, it seems like you guys like to travel as a family. Parang yung kayo pa lang kasi I've seen some pictures not only in Hong Kong but some was it Europe, and then some in Frisco. Yeah. So
Yeah,
well, I know we cannot travel the past 2 years, but any trips that your mom and your dad is planning to have soon,
I think
put them on the spot.
yeah, let's put them on the spot. I think we're planning something this December. I don't know where yet. We've also been planning for the longest time. We really wanted to visit yung family namin sa States. So, yun din. I think that's something in the pipeline. Pero I don't know any immediate trips. I think we have a family trip kasi my relatives are coming home for my kuya's wedding. So I think we're gonna go to Davao, somewhere in Davao. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah.
Now, Tiff, at this stage though, and this is a question that I always ask my guests, since you are a songwriter and singer, what is the song of your life as of now? Do you have a song that you can play in your ears that parang this is where I'm at right now? Is there a specific song, whether your own song or someone else's?
Can I go through my playlist really quick? Let me see.
One song, put you on the spot.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I think where my life is right now, the song I sang for you when we went to your restaurant, Lover.
Yeah.
I think I'm really loving where I am in life right now, like in terms of relationships, whether it's romantic or friends, my relationship with my parents, with my kuya, my relationship with my current job. I think I'm just pretty in love with life right now. So Lover by Taylor Swift.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah. There you
It's
go.
so nice to be in love. It doesn't have, like what you said, doesn't have to be romantic, but to be in love with life itself. Yeah, and that's awesome. And that's so positive and that's so uplifting. And that's why I know right away when I saw you, I said, I think I need to put you as one of my guests in one of my shows. Because these are the things that people need to hear at this point in time. People need to understand with all the things that's happening around the world, even in our own environment. There's always a hope. There's always hope. It could be depressing at times, but you have to look at find that silver lining.
I agree.
That's so refreshing.
Agree.
I like that. To be in love with life. That is so cool. Now, we talk about your fears. We talk about your dreams. We talk about your relationships and what do you want to accomplish as far as your singing slash songwriting. What do you hope for?
I guess at the very top of it, I really just wanna connect with people. I feel like the great thing kasi about music is you don't have to know the person who's singing behind it to relate to them. As long as you're able to relate to the music and to the words, I feel like that's all I can hope for as an artist. That's really what I want. At the forefront, yun talaga yung gusto ko. So whenever people would tell me na, grabe, sobrang tinamaan ako dun sa song mo. Like, that makes me really kilig. Kasi like, it's good to know na hindi lang ako yung naka-feel nun. And I was able to relate to them in a emotional way. And that's not something very easy to do, especially if hindi mo naman kilala yung tao. And it's great na music can do that. So that's really what I want to achieve with my music.
That's so nice because when you touch people's emotion to your songs, and I agree with you completely. That's a different high, as they said.
I agree.
Now, before we continue to part 3, we will ask you again to sing another composition of yours. So same thing. What was the thought process? Why you made this song, and why are you singing this song for us? What was the inspiration behind it? So again, our viewers and the listeners, we are privileged to hear another own composition of this wonderful, lovely, oozing with talent, Tiffany Torres.
Alright, so the next song I'm gonna sing is actually the last song in my EP, my current EP that's currently out. It's about, parang repeating the process of falling in love after going through such a heartbreaking time. And it's, I guess, seeing hope na just because you went through something super dark and super heartbreaking na there's light at the end of the line. And it's the process of realizing na hala, I'm falling in love again. So, this song is called In the Movies. I hope you guys like it. Empty streets on a Saturday, boy, it was quick, 'cause I met you from a day ago, but now we're here, on the way to the movie. Was I sure of this? Of course I'm not, 'cause holding me were the lights from a year ago, but it was clear we both loved the movie. And as the sun goes down, the city lights are all that's found. Hear the melodies of an anxious mind, used to everything dark and nothing's clear, but none of that's here. Here in the movie. The vacant seats were tempting, the words from us, 'cause of films with handmaidens and old boys. But we wait till they start the movie, and as the lights go out, the curtain calls for silence now, so that all you hear are two frightened minds, used to all of these doubts and nothing good, and this all seems new. Well, we're here in the movies. Well, it was dark, everything's clear. Well, it was dark, everything's clear. Well, it was dark, everything's clear. And as the credits roll out, with new memories that's made to last, you hear nothing else but two quiet minds under the marquee lights on a starless and moonless night. 'Cause in the daily I thought the dark was fine, but as the night goes on, as you take me home, it was clear we'll meet at the movie. I'll meet you at the movies.
Galing. My God, you know that song is so amazing. If you close, I was listening to it. I was closing my eyes, and it's so. You were able to incorporate going to the movies and the movie itself, and then as the credit rolls, and it's still it's visually it was exciting.
Wow.
Kasi napakasimple ng song, pero it's a visual. Yung just listening to it, you're going to the movie, you're sitting there, and what might take away there, and it's very poetic. So our listeners and our viewers, think about this line that was said in that particular song. When it's dark and it's clear.
Yeah.
When it's dark, it's clear. Kung kailan madilim, doon maliwanag. That is so poetic. You guys, if you are not getting it, think about it. Kung kailan madilim, maliwanag.
Yeah.
That is so cool. And this is all yours. Grabe, Tiff. You should start writing. You should start publishing them. I know you have a couple of published tracks already on Spotify. How many of these have you written?
Like that's not out,
That's not out. In totality, how many have you composed so
Wow,
far?
I don't know. I really written a lot of things. And to be honest, I'm really hard on myself because when it comes to the things I write, if I don't like it upfront, if it doesn't connect with me personally, sometimes I stop writing it. So, meron akong mga like nasa drafts na like half finished, like merong iba like full songs na sila, but I've never like released them because like it's either I don't want to share that feeling anymore kasi I feel like it's not something na I'm feeling na at the moment and I feel like it's not important to share anymore, or feeling ko lang there's a more concise way of expressing that emotion and feeling ko hindi ko siya na-express properly in a song pa. So, but I am working on a couple of songs right now. I really want to release some more new tracks this year so that, we can be active in that type of way.
And I think you should. I think
yeah.
you should, because I think, like in the movies, when you gave the title, I said, okay, how can you? And then when I listened to the whole song, it is a simple, but it is so poetic, at least as a listener. And I think, do not deprive of the public of your talent and your music. I understand. I've talked to some people also on the show that they had the special meaning, but you don't know how many people will be touched and will be able to have that meaning. Maybe it's a different interpretation as yours, but these songs were gifts that not a lot of people can compose. And I know some songs that you have written, you have mentioned that it's very personal, but see it the other way. You were able to write it at that moment in time. How many people around us that might be going, or who might be going to the same stage as you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so inspiring. So have them published.
Definitely.
So you never know. Like I said, I'll let some people meet you, like Viva Records. Then we'll see. Things can happen. Maybe because if you watch some of my shows in the past, I always say there's no accidents in life. It's a destiny waiting to happen. So like us meeting your mom, who walked to the restaurant inquiring about your soon-to-be sister-in-law. I never knew that I would get to know you. I get to know your family, and I got to be friends now with almost everyone.
Yeah.
So that is so cool. And this was in my mind, and here you are. And then you never know, this might be the beginning of something bigger and more beautiful that was not part of your horizon. It was, and then become part of your narrative in the future. That's
Definitely.
so cool. That's
Yeah,
so cool.
I agree.
Now,
Definitely agree.
okay, now, do you cry?
Of course.
When was the
I
last
do.
time? What made you cry, Tiff?
Oh wow, when was the last time I cried?
Oh, that's
well,
good. It took a long time ago.
No, because I cry very easily. That's why it's hard for me to kasi I cry when I hear a really beautiful song. Like I do cry like pag may napanood akong movie or a TV show that really touched me or it was very impactful in my life, I would cry. Fuck. Ano bang last time na nag-cry ako? I think I was listening to Harry Styles' album last night. So I guess last night.
Really? And what
Yeah.
made you cry? Because of the song?
Yeah, I feel, as I said earlier, music kasi can connect you in a way na you don't really realize na, and sometimes even if wala ka naman pinagdadaanan, if it's just so beautiful, like it was so beautifully written, sometimes that really touches me. So, I think yun yung na-feel ko kay Harry kagabi. Naiyak ako dun sa song niya. Kasi I was really touched by how it was written. So, yeah.
See, it shows also your sensitivity. Because some
Yeah.
people will just listen to a song and it's just a song. But you being a songwriter and a singer at that, so it shows, see that you could add, you're sensitive. You're sensitive.
I do think I'm a very sensitive person, yeah.
Yeah, because to cry in a song, it's not to discredit, but it just shows being not emotional, but you're just sensitive to people's feelings and the messages. And I like that. That's so cool. Now, what do you when you pray? What do you pray for?
Honestly,
Ano ang pinagdadasal ng isang Tiffany to?
honestly, my one wish in life is to really just be happy. In whatever iteration that is. So whether it's I just really want to be happy. Yun lang talaga. I want to be happy with like the relationships I make along the way. And honestly, right now I'm very happy. Like I think I told one of my friends na yung group of friends ko ngayon, they're the best I've ever had. Like I've never had a group of friends that are this supportive, this nice. But yeah, my support system at the moment is probably one of the biggest things I'm thankful for in life. Yeah, I just really want to be happy. Yun lang talaga.
It shows because it shows shows on your outer appearance that how happy you are. And then, I know it will translate to more of your beautiful music.
I hope so too.
Now, I know it's getting there now. Oh, do you have another song for us? And I know it's another composition of yours. Now I'm more excited to listen to your more music. So I can't wait to have them published so I could listen to them on Spotify. So, and what was this song about? And what was the thought process put to it? So go ahead, Tiffany Torres. Let's hear it.
All right, now this song is actually the very first song I ever put out. It was the lead single, like in the EP that I released, and I wrote the song so long ago. I think I wrote it in 2015, 2016, and the song is just so special because I feel like I was writing a lot of songs at the time, pero ito yung first song na feeling ko talaga it was able to capture the feeling that I was feeling at the time. Yeah, I'm quite proud of this song. So I hope you guys like it too. If you like it, as I said, all of the songs that I sang today are on Spotify. You can look for it, Tiffany. But this song is called Outer Space. So I hope you guys like it. A star with the memories starts crumbling down. Go with the voices calling you out. Go with my gut now. It's taking me back. Nothing's out there left for me to come back. So stop hovering round my head with the memories. You were there, stuck in my orbit. Just go to outer space, burn my head with my heart. Please go back to where you belonged all along. I go to the memories and crawl back to where I started. Was it yesterday? You said it's you wanted that I am ready to break down. Like the fall left me in pieces, 'cause nothing's out there left for me to come back. So stop hovering round my head with memories. You were there, stuck in my orbit. Just go to outer space, burn my head with my heart. Please go back to where you belong all along. You belong. Not to me, not to me, you don't belong. Not to me, not to me. Not with me, we don't belong. Not with me, not with me. Not to me, not to
with my heart. Please go back to where you belong. Hovering around my head with the memories. You were there, stuck in my orbit. Stored out of space, spare my head with my heart. Please go back to where you belong. Just go back to where you belong. Outer space is where you belong. Not to me, not to me, you don't belong. Not to me, not to me. Now it's all memories, and it's safe for me to go back to my safe place where I belonged all along.
Galing. Another poetic, amazing song. You guys should
Thank
hear
you.
this. And it's out on Spotify, you said, right?
Yeah, it's called
Outer
Outer
Space.
Space. Just look for Outer Space. It's there.
Yeah, and it's on Spotify under Tiffany.
Yes.
Now, si Josh Yu gave you so many hearts. Clark Trinidad say, woohoo! Si Yoli, your auntie, said, so beautiful composition, Tiffany. Then Julianne Doe, this is my favorite.
Oh,
Yung
yeah.
Outer
It's a lot of
Space.
people's favorite nga.
Ang cute eh. Ang ganda. Parang ako favorite ko yung ano, in the movies.
In the movies, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I'm gonna download it for sure.
Yes, please.
I love that. I love that in the movies. It's so cute. And I like when it's dark, it's clear.
Yeah.
See? Now it plays in my head.
That's the
And
purpose.
that's the good effect. They
Yeah.
said that the true measure of a song is if it start playing in your head. So thank you for that. Now, Tiffany, when you meet a person, or ano yung mga characters that you don't like about a person?
Ooh.
3 things.
I honestly just really hate when people like don't treat other people right. Like whether it's based on their race, whether it's based on their sexuality, whether it's based on how they look. I'm not a big fan of that. So that's really my biggest turn off. If I feel na a person like doesn't align with the values I have, that really puts me off. I don't mind being different with someone. Like I don't mind having differing opinions, differing taste in music. I really don't mind those things. But as long as you're not hurting anyone, I really don't like it when people are like that. Like if they take advantage of people, things like that. So
that's the inner qualities. What about the outer qualities?
Oh,
for a special someone, do you want them to be moreno, they're mestizo, they're matangkad, they're
honestly, if I'm gonna be very like honest, before I used to like guys with like long hair, like mga ganon. But now, I'm really more the type of person I connect with someone like in a way na we can talk about things, because I really like talking. I think obvious naman in this interview. If I can really connect with someone in a very deep way, na hindi lang shallow, like whether we share the same love for music, like whether like we share the same love for an artist, tapos we react the same way to their songs, like I really, yung mga ganong things, I can get past how they look physically very quickly, kasi I'm really someone who, if I talk to you and I like talking to you, edi I like you. I get it.
For your age, you talk like an old soul.
Wow. I feel very old sometimes.
Not a lot of people would go that way, because normally at a certain age you're very physical. Look at nila, matangos ang ilong, may siso, matangka, but you're more go for the brain, you go for the intellect, and that's admirable in my opinion.
Wow, thank
Now,
you.
when you wake up in the morning and you look at the mirror, what do you tell Tiffany?
Well, I do talk to myself a lot. So
I do too.
I tell myself a lot of things, like Sometimes, like, kakausapin ko sarili ko about my hair, like, how I think my brows look, mga ganong random things. But, siguro, what I've learned na lang is, I said, love yourself. I always tell myself, love yourself how you would like someone else to love you. Because that's, I feel like, something I really struggle with. So, yun. I tell myself I'm not bad. I'm not bad. I'm not half bad, you know? Yeah, I tell myself that a lot. So, yeah.
Now, if you could go back in time, was there any occasion or anything that you would like to change? If you're given that, that the power, is there any occasion, any event, anything in your past that I would maybe kind of tweak it a little bit? And if there's one thing that you would do, or one or two things you would do, what it is and what you would have done?
I think, I'm a big believer kasi na a lot of the things that happened in your past really contributes to who you are today. So, honestly, if there's one thing na I can change lang, it would be the recent relationship I had. I wouldn't have made it last that long. I think it lasted way longer than it was welcomed in my life. I feel like I would have cut it shorter. I wouldn't have let that person had that much emotional grip on me. Yeah, but I wouldn't, even if you asked me, would you have preferred that you didn't get together? And I honestly don't regret getting together with that person. I just feel I should have let him go earlier than I have. But if nanonood man siya, wag ka ng feeler. I don't think about you anymore. Okay, don't come back to my life. Please lang, leave me alone.
Oh, okay, going back, and that's really beautiful. I mean, I agree with you. Whatever happened to you in the past makes you the better person, or you become the best version of yourself. And it's really a thought process, a thinking. We all grow from our experience. I mean, we meet people to make you happy, some to give you lessons, and some it helped you along the way. Now, this particular person, are you the type of person that when you end a relationship, you become friends with them, or you become frenemies?
Well, okay, this particular person kasi is I'm okay with being friends with an ex as long as it's not toxic, but it became very, very toxic very quickly. And I feel like I didn't need that type of vibration in my life, that type of energy. So I would rather not keep that person in my life, even as a friend. Yeah, so, and that's the only person I've ever, he's my only ex, so I don't know. He's my only experience, so I don't know if in the
so
future.
He's your first boyfriend.
Yeah, first boyfriend. Yun. So I don't know if in the future mag-ex ulit ako, like if we'll stay friends or things like that. But him particularly, I don't want to be friends.
How long was the relationship for? You said it took longer than it should.
There was a break in between. So the first part of it, we were together for 3 years, and then we broke up, we got back together for I think another 8 months.
Yeah.
And then after that it wasn't done kasi there were a lot of toxicity in that relationship, and I'm finally rid of it, thank God. But yeah, and it lasted for almost 5-6 years of my life. So
that's long.
yeah.
That's long.
Yeah.
Now, who ended the relationship? You did? He did? Or it was a mutual?
The first time it was him. The second time it was more mutual. Na parang, yeah, let's not do this anymore. Yeah.
And I agree with you. When any relationship, whether it's a romantic, when it becomes toxic and it's becoming, I would say, a disruption in your life, time to move away.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's difficult. I mean, it's easier said than done. But you go overall at the overall look at what the influence it would do to your life. That's
Definitely,
how
yeah.
I see life. Now, before we continue, tell the people how they can follow Tiffany Torres. Let's do all your social media accounts. Facebook, Tiffany. Do you have a page or do you?
I don't have a Facebook page, so you can really just follow me on Instagram. You can follow me at Tiffany with 6 Y's and the T at the end, so Tiffany T.
That you have to remember, because if you just type Tiffany Torres, there are a gazillion of Tiffany Torres.
Yes, so remember
what's the
my
tip now 3 Y's. Tiffany's
6 Y's.
6
6
Ys.
Y's. And then a T at the end.
Tiffany, Y. 6 of
Yeah.
them. And then for Torres has
Sorry? Walang Torres, just T. So, Tiffany T lang.
Tiffany T.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember that 6 Y's and a letter T. So you'll
Yes.
find her, or else you'll be going through all the Tiffany Torres.
Yeah, there's so
around.
many Tiffany. That's why I remember that. 6 Y's.
That's so easy. Okay, now do you have a YouTube channel?
I do. You just look. The easiest way to find it is just type Tiffany Outer Space, and then my YouTube page.
Tiffany
will come
Outer
up.
Space. How about Tiffany Luna? It's not there?
It's there also. You can look Tiffany Luna.
I like Luna too, so.
Yeah. So yeah, Tiffany Tiffany Outer Space, Tiffany Luna, or Tiffany Voice Memos. Because Voice Memos is the title of my EP. It will come up too if you look for it. So there.
Okay. Now, how about for Instagram? Do you have one?
It's the Tiffany T one. Yung 6 yung Y's.
6 Y's.
Yeah.
And then TikTok?
I have to get on that. If ever I do make a TikTok, it'll just be the same as my Instagram. So I should get on that train.
Because like everybody has to have Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, YouTube. What's the other one?
TikTok.
And then YouTube channel. Now, how about your Spotify?
Yeah, just look for Tiffany Voice Memos. That's the easiest way to find me. Or you can type bit.ly//Tiffany Voice Memos. It'll come up too. Yeah, those are some ways you can find me.
You know, I love your friends. And they already texted, say, si Nikai or Nikai Latanya, sabi niya, she put Tiffany Voice Memos. And then si Julian Du naman, sabi niya, at Tiffany, YYYY, 6 Y's and a T.
Yes.
Really a great support team.
Yeah.
What a way. Now, can you do one more song for us for our last leg before?
Oh my gosh, I only prepared 4, but
Well, you're a composer, but you're always a good. You could easily whip up something for us because
Sure.
most of most of the people here in America, they keep bothering me. One more song. Like
Sure, I don't mind.
They say anchor.
Sure, no problem. Let me just do this really quickly. I don't remember how to play it. Is this really my song if I don't know how to play it? Okay. Sorry, so this I guess will be my last song for today. If I make any mistakes, I'm so sorry. I did not rehearse this one. But this one, wow, this song is very special. I released a very, very raw version of this back in 2019. And it was the very first time I ever released a song. It wasn't even produced. It was just me singing with a ukulele, and my friends were filming me, and they were like, upload this. And so I uploaded it. And it's sort of become like a fan favorite. People like to refer to it as their favorite Tiffany song. It's a very, very sad song. I'll preface it with that. It's a very sad song, but I wrote it at the time in my life where I was going through like a really sad time, and I realized na the worst thing about having to go through something isn't even feeling it, but having to go through it every day. So I hinged on that idea. So there you go. This is my song. It's called Daily. I hope you guys like it.
Daily.
Yeah. I sit down, I write it all down to know it too well. The details
so petty and trivial, but they stay there. In the daily, I rest in emotions and just lie still. I scream loud, it echoes the room, but no one hears it. But in sequence, in silence, I want you. And if I were you, I won't forget as easy. That in this chase I was a prey of your love. I get up and mimic the people around me. To make it seem so easy to go on the daily. But the cigarette smell is still there with your perfume of when you used to write about me. Now I write you. But in sequence, in silence, I want you. And if I were you, I won't forget as easy, no. That in this chase I was a prey of your love. Get you out, 'cause I let you in, but you shut me out. But in sequence, in silence, I still want you. And if I were you, I won't forget as easy, no, no. but you got me. Was it easy? Was I?
Wow. It's sad, but it's so beautiful.
It's a very sad
weird.
song.
Oh, tapos sabi ni Amanda Gomez, sabi niya, we love you,
hi,
Tiffany.
Mommy.
And then she said also, runaways, son. Tiffany, runaways, please. Oh, no. Tapos may isang friend mo nagsabi, si Moore. Sabi niya, sasama ka ba kay Kim? So talaga dito talaga nagtanong, di ba?
Okay.
Now, two more questions for you before we close. Firstly, why is Tiffany so lovely now? What makes you beautiful?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because I told you earlier, I tell myself, you're not half bad because I don't know also. I feel like I really try my best to be the best.
Isa kong audience, sabi niya, it radiating beauty.
Wow.
Ganda, di ba? It radiates,
Yeah.
Tiffany radiates beauty. Wow! Ganda. So I need to tell people that. So,
I think I'm just really happy right now. I'm happy to be here, honestly. I'm happy that I'm able to share my music with people and to know na nag-resonate din pala yun with them. So that I'm just very happy. Yeah.
It's a show. So continue and we'll pray and we'll wish that happiness will continue. Parang walang mga sad moments in life. Now, my last question for you before I ask for you from some messages. How do you think you would like to be remembered? How would Tiffany want to be remembered?
Wow. Wow, that's so deep. Hindi ako prepared doon. Kailangan ko atang mag-shot. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I want to be remembered for the things I've done. So I think my music will be the most immediate thing. I really want to be known as someone who fought for the right things, and fought for what is right, I guess. So, yeah.
Another beautiful thing coming from a beautiful lady.
Wow, thank you.
You should. I mean, you could go to law school and you could be a public defender. Because you hate the fact that when people are taking advantage of people, you hate that, and then you want social justice, basically. Now let's go with messages. Messages to your mom and dad.
Wow, may ganun pala. Honestly, I just really want to thank my parents because as I've said, they've been really supportive of my love of music. As I said, they bought me my first piano, they bought me my first guitar, and I feel it was really detrimental to how I viewed music too. So, yeah, I want to thank my parents for being very supportive, and my mom for meeting you because she didn't meet you and she didn't kept pushing for me. I don't think I would be here. So yeah.
How about a message for Kuya who's soon to get married in June?
Aw, Kuya. It's good no we don't fight anymore. But I'm very excited for your wedded life. Is that a word? I'm not sure. But be a good husband. That's all. Always be a good husband too. Okay, so yeah.
So are you gonna be a good tita? Are you excited to be an aunt?
I don't know if they're gonna have kids. I don't think I'm ready. Ako pala yung hindi ready, hindi si Kay. But yeah, if they want to have kids, I don't know if papayag yung parents ko na may mag-replace sa bunso namin, which is Siri, our dog. I have to mention Siri kasi my parents love. Our whole family revolves around her. Like, when we're all together, we all just talk about our dog.
I know. I saw the picture. Sabi mo,
Right?
picture. Oh, do you know the star in this picture is the dog?
It's our dog, yeah. So, hindi ko alam kung ready na yung mom ko na hindi na siya yung bunso. So, but yeah, just, Kuya, be a good husband to your wife.
That's so beautiful. And what's your message to your soon-to-be sister-in-law?
Si Kay, I love Kay. Just, love yourself and my kuya how you want to be loved. So,
Grabe, goosebumps sa mga messages. Okay, message to your friends, to your fans, to your supporters, and to the believers.
wow. I honestly really want to thank everyone who tuned in today, especially my friends. Like, I know Elaine, Val, Josh, Bianca, Clark, Nikai, who else? Josh.
Julian,
That's Kay. That's
Amanda.
actually Kay. My Tita Yoli, who else has commented? Amanda, si Mandy. She's my high school friend. So, like, taking time out of their day to watch this. Really, I really appreciate everyone. So, and as I said, if you connected my music, reach out. I'd love to talk to you. Let's talk about the music that we love. So,
That's
there you go.
awesome. And we're not even done with the show, and there's already 258 shares.
Wow!
That's
Yay!
that's high. And I don't know the other views yet on the other platform, but just on Facebook alone, this particular show was shared as of right now 258 times.
Wow.
So that's big. Wow,
Yeah.
Tim. And of course, I know some producer friends of mine are bothering me already. So I'll talk to you guys offline. Okay, I'm doing a show. Yung mga to parang baliw-baliwan lang minsan eh. But to begin with, firstly, I'd like to thank you for spending time with me. And I got to know you better. Kasi yung last meeting natin was really, you were kind of shy. I was thinking, okay, would you be able to talk? You're so right. Once, I guess the comfort level is there, and now you're I wouldn't say talkative kasi you talk with sense. I don't know if you're understanding that. But people, sometimes they're just glib and loquacious, palang wala. Pero ikaw, it's like amazing. And kudos to your parents and to Kuya, and also maybe to your friends, because like what you said, you hang out with the people that almost similar with you. There might be some differences, maybe political opinion, lifestyle, sexuality, but at the end of the day, the core is there. So I really, really thank you for your time, for your music. My God, yung sa movies, going to the movies now, it's still playing in my head. I hate it.
That's the
I'm
goal.
gonna download it. And Luna, I love.
Thank you so
I love
much.
Luna. So I could even use that as a background of some of the shows that I'll do in the future. That's so
Yes,
cool.
go ahead.
And then those people who would like to know more about Tiffany, not only through the show, but also through her music, follow her on all the different social media platforms. And then we already said that. It's Tiffany with 6 Y's and a T, letter T. Okay, so you go from there, and the rest will be history. And you could find also some of her songs on Spotify. So Tiffany, maraming salamat sa oras.
Thank you
Maraming
so
salamat sa kanino.
much.
Keep singing, keep writing songs, because I have a feeling, and I made 2 promises for you. One, I will introduce you to Carlo Orosa of Stages, and then I will talk to some people also, friends of mine from Diva, and then
Wow.
the rest, sabi ko nga, let God let go. So
Yeah.
I'll do that for you, and then you never know. You never know.
Yeah,
Again, thank
definitely.
you for your time, for spending
Thank you
this
so much for
beautiful
having
night.
me.
Yeah, anytime. And if you have any other projects or anything that you just want to get us on the show or to plug, just let us know. I'm 1 phone call away, 1 text away. And don't be a stranger. Now we're all
Definitely.
friends. And your mom, I just love your mom. Your mom is one of the she wears her heart in her sleeves, and you could see her soul. And then
That's true.
I saw your dad, and of course I met them it was one of those blip. We saw each other in one of the shopping center, and we're doing
Oh yeah,
those
they
things.
told me nga. Yeah. Kita na kayo
Probably
sa
guys,
Walter Mart.
That's really divine intervention that we have to meet again. So anyway, you never know. But again, maraming salamat for your
Thank
time.
you.
And then of course for sharing your inner thoughts and more about you that a lot of people might not know yet, but at least we know your dreams, your aspiration, when you cried and what you want to be, and how you want to be remembered. So with that, and before I close the show, I always tell people to be kind. You can never go wrong with being kind. And also any act of kindness that you do to people, it will come back to you in so many ways. You just have to believe that. And
Yeah.
with that, maraming salamat. And for
Thanks,
those people,
everyone.
maligayang araw ng kagitingan for the people in the Philippines. And I hope that everything will be okay. This pandemic should be over soon. It's level 1 now in the Philippines, which is so exciting. The traffic is back.
Yeah.
So with that said, happy Saturday for people in the Philippines or other parts of Asia, and happy Friday and weekend for people in the Pacific and the rest of the world. Kung saan man po kayong panig ng mundo, maraming salamat po at mag-ingat kayo, and God bless us all. With that, good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Bye, Tiffany. I'll
Bye,
talk to you soon.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
And I know I'll see you. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for watching. Now, how was it, Tiffany?
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.